Did you know that the Ewe people are one of the largest ethnic groups in Togo, and the largest population of Ewe people are found in Ghana? The Ewe's origin goes back to ancient Mesopotamia. Their oral tradition says that they were led by an ancestor named Gu to the delta of the Nile Valley region, where they settled in Kemet amongst many other West African ethnic groups that inhabited the area at that time. There were many cultural exchanges between the various groups, and they adapted practices from people that they lived in close proximity with, such as the circumcision of their boys, naming the baby 7 days after birth, the pouring of libations, which was adapted from the worshiping of the sun god Ra, as well as the way that they buried their kings with their personal subjects and their favorite objects. There are also many linguistic similarities. When it became too difficult to live in Kemet, the Ewe people left and migrated into the Sudan. Their stay there was short, however, due to drought, famine, and Arab slave raids. The Arabs preferred African slaves over their own kind for many different reasons. At the time, there were many schools in and around Sudan, and the Ewe people attended and became great scholars, merchants, and farmers. When the Ewe people left Sudan, they migrated into Abyssinia, or present-day Ethiopia. Their oral tradition says they made significant contributions to the rise of the old Ghana Empire, whose capital was then Walata, located near to Timbuktu. The old Ghana Empire declined and was replaced by the Mali Empire, which was led by powerful ruler Mari Djata. The Mali Empire lasted until 1513 and disintegrated after the death of Mari Djata. Many ethnic groups left the area not wanting to be under the rule of their conquerors, the Songhai Empire. While they inhabited the Niger Bend, they also contributed to the growth of the Songhai and Mali empires. After leaving that region, the Ewes followed the Niger River southeastwards into present-day Nigeria during the height of the Oyo Empire. Somewhere around the 13th century, they settled briefly in Ile-Ife in Yorubaland, Osun state of Nigeria, but they migrated again at the fall of the Oyo Empire. They then entered Dahomey, which is present-day Benin, after going westward. In Ile-Ife, they perfected the art of divination, or Afa Kaka, which their ancestors had abandoned in Mesopotamia. In Dahomey, they split into 3 groups. The first group settled at the bank of the Mano River, which they named Atando, which became a powerful kingdom and historical capital. The second group moved on to settle between the Mano and Haho rivers and became Natsi in present-day Republic of Togo. The third group settled at what was then called Adele country, where they developed Dogbo Nigbo, which would later become the Kingdom of Dahomey. Each settlement had their own leaders, but there was one supreme king that ruled over all of them. Although each sub-tribe gives a slightly different version of the story, they all agree that they came from somewhere in northern Africa, in a place they call Kotu or Ahmedzoe, not the present one in Ghana. In all accounts, Natsi was their final stop. The early kings of Natsi were great rulers and the kingdom flourished. The Ewe people speak a language called Ngbe, which is broken into 4 dialects. They are very popular for their drumming and dancing skills, which is an integral part of their community life, and a necessity for their culture as it keeps them together. They call it Agbadza. Everyone participates in these ceremonies. Non-participation comes with consequences, such as the denial of a proper burial, which is very important in Ewe culture. The community helps to bury you, so it's important that you participate in these community events. The Ewe's 2 main occupations are farming and sea fishing. They are also creative people that are great at spinning, weaving, pottery, crafting, blacksmithing, and trading. They are especially known for culminating kente cloth. Traditionally, kente cloth was worn by royalty. Today, it is worn by many for special occasions. Corn and yam are their main foods, but they also cultivate palm nuts, peanuts, copra, beans, coffee, and cocoa. Women are in charge of market activities, and the men go fishing and do the heavy agricultural labor, such as clearing the land, hunting, and building. Both men and women are responsible for childcare. They take care of their own children as well as other children within the community. Ewe religion is based on ancestor veneration and belief in one supreme being called Mawuga Kitikana, or Mawu for short. Beneath Mawu are smaller deities, similar to that of Yoruba Orisha or the Akan Abosom. Yewe is the spirit of thunder and lightning. Afa is the spirit of divination, as well as Yewe's younger brother. And there are others like Eda, Nana, and Mamiwata. They often request the assistance of these deities in daily life, subsistence activities, commerce, and war. Let me know in the comment section if you were aware of these facts. You can register for my Remember Who You Are Ancestry Masterclass to find out if you are connected to the Ewe people. And as always, the link is in my bio.